Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy. We're into November now, and it's time to wrap up the best applications that were released in October of 2014. First up is Camera 51. This unique camera application is for those out there who may not be the best photographers. It uses a built-in algorithm that helps people take pictures better by suggesting where they should hold the camera when they hit the shutter button. It does use quite a bit of CPU because it is making a lot of computations, and it's not recommended if you have an older or lower end device. It is free with no in-app purchases, and that's always good news too. DJ2 is already intensely popular on iOS, and it's finally been released on Android as well. It comes with a lot of features, and it's actually quite a bit of fun to use. There is also Spotify support if you use that, and it's $2.99 with no in-app purchases. Some reviewers have commented that they wish there were more features, so it may not be the best tool for professionals, but for average people, it's more than they had before. Square Enix has been borderline ferocious when it comes to re-releasing their old library on Android. One such example is Dragon Quest II, which was released earlier this month. It's a JRPG originally released by Enix back before they merged with Squaresoft. It has charming retro graphics and one of the more reasonable price tags for a Square Enix title on Android. If you're a fan of old school JRPGs, then you'll definitely want to check this one out, and possibly even their other Dragon Quest re-releases. ES Chromecast Plugin is a free plugin in the Google Play Store that grants Chromecast support to the venerable ES File Explorer. It's a very simple process. You just download and install the plugin through the Google Play Store, and you'll magically have Chromecast support in the regular ES File Explorer app. If you use ES and you have a Chromecast, you should definitely have this one installed. It's true that Inbox by Gmail is still invite only, but invites seem to be getting handed out at an ever-increasing rate, so it won't be long before everyone who wants one has one. Google's latest take on email is definitely unique and so far has had polarizing reviews. Some think it's too cluttered and busy, while others love the redesign and functionality. It's too soon to tell if it's going to be awesome or a bust, but for right now, it's pretty awesome. Journey and Notes is one of two applications released by Microsoft this last month. This one is a social media application that's kind of like Foursquare but focuses on the journey instead of the destination. Like if you were going from the store to the post office, you could check in that you're making that trip with your preferred mode of transportation. Then other people who take that same trip can see any tips or comments that you've made. It's not all that much yet, but it looks like it could be a lot of fun someday, and it's free, so it doesn't hurt to check it out. Material Wallpapers is a simple little application that gives you material design inspired wallpapers and a few official wallpapers from Lollipop and the Nexus 6. It's free with no in-app purchases, so the lack of content shouldn't make anyone too mad. There isn't much else to say about it. If you're looking for some material inspired wallpapers, then give this one a download. The other Microsoft application released this month is Next Lockscreen. It appears over the stock Android lock screen, and it's kind of like Microsoft's take on the Dash Clock widget. It's fairly functional, but there are a few things missing here and there that will probably be fixed and improved in future updates. It is free with no in-app purchases, so it doesn't cost you anything to check it out. Don't forget that Microsoft also did an Android Wear app this month called Torque, and that was also pretty fun. NHL 2K was released by 2K Games this last month, and it's probably the most complete hockey game available right now. It's a little expensive and there are in-app purchases, but hockey fans don't really have any other solid options when it comes to a hockey experience on Android. There are several game modes, including a couple of fast play arcade modes and a career mode. It also features updated rosters, which is a must for a sports game. Nudie Widget is a fun application that helps you use notifications on virtually any screen on your device. There is a widget that can be placed on any home screen as well as the lock screen, which helps mimic Android Lollipop functionality. There is also a daydream mode, so you can check notifications there as well. The developer has been quite active in fixing bugs and making it more solid, and so far the general consensus is that this app is pretty awesome. Also, $1.26 isn't that bad of a price. Ready Contact List is an attempted redesign of the Contacts app and Dialer app. It features some pleasant visuals, some interesting features, and even themes if you get the Pro version through in-app purchases. You can even do things like check your email between you and one of your contacts while you wait for them to pick up the phone, and you have options to further engage with contacts after you hang up the phone. It's free to use, so there's no harm in checking it out. Republic is a new game out this month, and it's probably the best one on this list. It features very impressive graphics and gameplay mechanics, as well as a genuinely interesting storyline. It uses the Walking Dead style episodes, so you'll get the first episode when you download the app, and then you'll have to buy episodes 2 and 3 as in-app purchases. So far, people seem to really like it, and it's made by the same people who worked on titles like Metal Gear Solid, Halo, and Fear. It looks very impressive, and it's worth a second look. Some sad news earlier this month was that Talon for Twitter reached its token limit and that no new people could get it. Some good news is that the developers have released a sequel to Talon for Twitter, and it's called Talon for Twitter Plus. This version is for devices running Lollipop only because it has a lot of material design and Android 5.0 stuff that isn't backwards compatible. Once you get Android Lollipop and you start looking for a Twitter client, keep Talon for Twitter Plus in mind because it's pretty good. Once again, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy. While you're here, why not subscribe to the Android Authority YouTube channel? If you're hanging out for a minute, we have a couple of awesome videos for you to watch right over there and in the video description below for you folks on mobile. Finally, don't forget to check out the written companion because that's where you're going to go to find all of the download links. As always, thanks for watching everybody and have a wonderful day.